Hey everybody, this is a screencast to help acclimate you to the online learning modules that we will be completing for the duration of our semester. This is the Start Here tab. You'll see there is a weekly schedule and due dates to download. I encourage you to download that first before you do anything else and get an understanding of how the course will be run. Due to the nature of our situation, it makes the most sense to go asynchronous because of how much we are being uprooted, all of the upheaval in our personal lives, academic lives, and professional lives. To expect you to show up on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock is just not feasible. And so we will go asynchronous. You still must work with other students in the classroom. You still have to collaborate and communicate. You still have to engage in critical thinking, and you're still going to have to create. So we're still going to hit all the 21st century skills. However, it will be on your terms to a point. Here is the EDUC 2245 due date schedule. You will note in Part 1, weekly learning module assignment due dates. I have laid out a schedule for you to follow. On Mondays and Tuesdays, you should be looking at the Prezi, reading the text and articles, and looking over the assignments that will be due. You should be reading. On Wednesday is when you begin your initial post in the first word, last word discussion board posts, and you can also begin the collaborative weekly assignment on Wednesday. On Friday, you should respond to two of your peers by Friday in your group discussion. If there's a blog post, it's due on Saturday, or if I have anything else, that's when that's due. And then Sunday, your last word and your collaborative weekly assignments are due. Stick to the schedule. Maintain some type of habits. Stay on task. Do not treat this as, you'll note up here, you cannot work ahead in this class. You have to stay with everybody else. And you have to interact with everybody else. So make sure you're checking your email and you're completing the requirements. You still have 2 more critical response products due. You have your second one due on 4/2, and your final one's due finals week. Your autobiography, which you've been working on all semester, is due finals week. Your TK20 Service Learning Report, we might have to mess around with this, but that is due on finals week. It's a requirement, and so we're going to have to use what we have. The final digital product, I'm going to eliminate. This is not going to be an assignment anymore to alleviate the tension and the stress, and we were going to have a talk about it, but we aren't meeting, so. After you looked over the weekly schedule and due dates, you've got your critical response product assignment guide here and your cultural autobiography assignment guide here as well. They're still also available on the digital syllabus, which is the next link here. If you click on the digital syllabus, it will take you to our digital syllabus. Learning modules. This is where you will go to complete the assignments for the week. You will see week 11 ethnicity is right here. If you click on it, you'll notice it's a linear fashion. It's top down. Every week we'll have a module overview. Please read it. It tells you what we're doing for the week. Learning objectives. These 4 are the objectives for the week. At the end of the week, you should be able to do each one of these. There is a Prezi each week. You will open this Prezi and you will watch it. Each week, I will provide you with a video. There it is. It starts playing when you click through, but you will click through the Prezi following the path that I have created for you to consume the materials and the videos and the pictures and the paintings and the images and the photographs and everything that is embedded within here. That is the Prezi. At the end, it will say, go to the rest of the learning module. And that's this. Here is your reading assignment for the week. We will follow a first word, last word protocol. As you read your materials, please take time to identify quotes you find particularly interesting. What you will do is, By Wednesday, you will select a quote from each of the readings that you read, and you'll post it. That's it. Your first word is just the quotes that you found interesting. Here it is. The second step in the first word, last word protocol is for you to respond to your peers' quotes. What you should do is look at their quotes and try to explain why you think they chose that quote. How is it related to the course, to the material? How does it make sense to you? Do that for 2 of your peers. On Sunday, you will go back and you will post your final word, where you explain what you were thinking and why you posted that initial quote. Respond to your peers as well. Don't just post what you think. Include what they had to say in your response. Let's see some give and take. Now, I've given you, I think, 5 chapters from our text. These are all worthwhile. If you can read them all, I encourage you to do so, but I only ask you to read 3 of them. These, of course, are for your first word, last word discussion and your critical response product. If you only are going to read a couple of them, please read chapter 5, please read chapter 7, and please, or 27, and please read chapter 32, Edwina Left Behind. You will then, when you're done reading and you're ready to go into your post, you click here, and it will take you to the first word, last word post, where Cody Markins has already completed an assignment. So somebody needs to come in and start replying to Cody. Make sure you read the chapters and do not just cherry pick quotes that are bolded and on the side. Take time to read and consider the material. Reply to your peers. Make your initial posts. Create a thread. And you see you've got your discussion instructions there, and you post below. Going back to the learning module and ethnicity. Your next activity is a Flipgrid discussion. You should read through a couple of these articles. Pick 2 of these articles on ethnic identity and privilege. Read it. Read them. And then post your thoughts on privilege in this Flipgrid. The password, of course, is Star Wars. No one has responded yet. Same thing applies here. Click on the white plus sign, log in with your Google or Microsoft, and complete the required post. The last thing you have to do this week is a collaborative assignment. You will be working with your peers to complete this. Here is the download, and there's a Prezi tutorial if you need it. You're going to construct with your peers a Prezi about the 4 different pan-ethnic identities that exist. I'd like to use the same groups that you created your conversation starters in. So the conversation starter groups are your groups for the pan-ethnic Prezi collaboration assignment. Please get in touch with each other and make that happen. Going back to the learning module here. At the bottom, there will always be a checklist. So this week, you want to make sure you complete the Prezi. You want to make sure you complete the first word, last word discussion post. You want to make sure you complete the Flipgrid post on privilege. And you want to begin construction of your collaborative ethnicity Prezi. The ethnicity Prezi will not be due until next week. You have 2 weeks to complete this Prezi. So take your time, assign roles, follow the assignment guide that's found in this collaborative assignment folder. Students, this is the overview for the modules as they will unfold each week. This is how you should go about completing them. If you have any questions, please email me. I will be available on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. and I think I'm going to make myself available on Tuesdays at 10. I will create a session, and I will allow you to join me if you have any questions or would just like to say hello. Everybody, email me with your questions. Let me know how you're doing, and I will see you online. Goodbye.